Hello and welcome to The Quest on Rajya Sabha TV. I'm Rakhi Bakshi. Once again, we are here with you to present this show and a fresh new episode along with a very special guest, as we have been bringing you leading personalities and through them we get to know about issues around us. And right now, the special guest with us on this show is Mr. Tapan Sen. He's a member of parliament from Rajya Sabha. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you.
We are talking at a time when a lot of political developments, I would say, are taking place. NDA has been there for some time now as the government. A lot of elections are now coming in. Bihar, we saw the result. And we are looking at UP, Assam and West Bengal. Especially in West Bengal, what will really happen? I mean, whatever we read and understand, that there would be new alliances. Any thoughts on that?
You see, it is very difficult, the manner the situation prevails in West Bengal and the manner all the institutions are in shambles. It is really difficult to tell what will really happen. But as the situation stands today, and if the institutions are allowed to work, I mean the electoral institutions, if the election takes place in a peaceful and congenial manner and everybody is allowed to cast their vote, that is the, I think, lifeline of the whole democratic process, then I think the present government will go.
So let me ask it more directly, actually.
Directly
is that will the left then come with Congress, as it being talked about?
Left may come alone itself if everything is normal. If everything should be as it should happen, as it has happened in Bihar. If it has happened like that, then left even alone can come to power.
Is this thought there prevailing right now?
That's a reality.
Because you've been there earlier, there has been a background of alliance.
Okay, but I'm telling you, left alone can come back. Left and Congress, this is a matter, till now, a matter of wild speculation, which is most likely not going to take place. And I'm telling you the situation as it remains today, the psychology of the people, the response of the people.
Why do you say that? Where does this confidence come from?
Because it came because the manner people are responding to different issues, number one. Number two, the manner the last 4.5 years the whole governance continued. It's a matter of, it's a kind of a biased, the ruling party dominated, and a kind of mafia-run administration, which is strongly suppressing the open, free, democratic opinion of the people.
But as we saw in the past, the loss itself, for the left especially, was huge actually in terms of, we know in West Bengal how left at one point of time was almost synonymous. But
Yeah.
So where would you look at this journey?
See, there are various factors. You see, after all, a state government is operating on the overall national economic scenario, and there is very little to intervene in the basic economic events, which practically determines the bread and butter issue of the common people, you see. So, as a state government in our constitutional scheme, a very little role to play. What a state government can do to decide its priorities in favor of the people, so that even within that structure, and make some difference from others. So, in that respect, during a span of 34 years, if you really deal, it is really changed the complexion of the economic status of the people at large.
But as a party, I must ask you this, that it will be, of course, will be very, very important for you to really come back, because the kind of identity the party had, it was kind of a lost ground that you
it is not merely that. It is not merely that. Rather, let me tell you, there are more basic issues involved in that. Last 3 decades, one pattern of economic management has been experimented, last 3 decades. And when it started, taken off, with a very high promise, ultimately by the end of 3 decades, it shows that situation has turned for the worse. This economic policy model has taken off with almost a bankrupt foreign exchange reserve of the country.
And why do you say that?
With
Will
a very
you elaborate?
high.
Because the government there or the chief minister would say one has tried a lot to kind of bring everything together, right from making it modern to bringing investments, maybe calling for industrial growth in the state.
You see, industrial growth cannot take place by anybody's wish. Industrial growth takes place depending on the situation in the market. And market basically is determined by the well-being, level of well-being and purchasing power of the people. But the whole 3 decades experiment has pushed the situation to a diametrically opposite direction. The inequality has increased so in such an alarming and obscene position which cannot be permitted in a civilized society.
What you're saying,
As
I
on
take my
date,
next question from
you-
there only, that, you know, when
you
you're talking
must
about
have-
common man, sir,
No,
you're
no,
talking about a common man.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was the common man who really believed in this party and you. And that was what I thought was slipping away.
Yes, yes.
So are you
No, no, I'm
really-
telling you, it is a national issue. It cannot be a state issue. I'm telling you. So, why you are telling that we need an identity? Yes, we need an identity, and we are having an identity. And the development that is taking place, it is gradually coming down that this model cannot work. And what is the alternative model which we are pursuing, which we are pursuing or prescribing? That you must start from expanding the purchasing power of the people, if required by pumping, making an aggressive demand management,
So in the-
ultimately which will lead to a congenial atmosphere for investment, and that way it can spark growth.
So in the
So
electoral
that's the
scene,
alternative thing.
In the electoral scene, I mean, we are only talking about reports. We don't know really, and these are the sources. But saying that, okay, whether Trinamool Congress can go with another party. I mean, somebody would say there have been meetings, whether, you know, some form permutation
now,
combination
as
would
it
take
is-
place, whether Congress is there in the picture again.
Till now, as it is visible from the gesture of this, right now it has not crystallized whether they will be joining hand with some other Sandhu. But one thing that is very clear, by practicing an adversary role with the government at the center, they are practicing, showing, but in fact they are cooperating. In fact, they are cooperating. They have bailed out this government on every crucial economic policy related bills.
So are you indicating a secret design somewhere?
Exactly, exactly. This is crucially important because the election commission is to operate impartially. If the
You're saying a
central,
very, very significant thing here.
if the central forces are are required to play the role they should during the time of election, this cooperation and collusion and connivance, whatever you may say, matters a lot.
So you think,
In the thing.
let's say TMC has been quiet on certain matters, and that's why you
No,
have the
they are visibly quiet. They only make noise, but at the time of action, they do just go the other way. If you see one after another crucial bill, which was crucial for this government, you call it a coal bill, you call it MMDR bill, you call it the last juvenile justice bill.
Exactly.
You call just juvenile justice bill, the last one. You see, where there are a controversy and opposition taking a position, at that time they behave in a different direction. And only purpose is to ensure that, well, we may make noise, but we are with you.
Look at the BJP, after Bihar especially, all eyes are on Bengal. They are right now saying we'll go alone, but you know, all kinds of issues they'll try and rake up, they'll try and get into an electoral design as we're talking. How did you really look at that?
Sometimes it is going alone is becoming advantageous. The whole game the BJP and Trinamool is doing in Bengal is to bring about, to take advantage of the polarization they are trying to engineer upon on the society.
Yeah.
The polarization they are engineering upon the
For
society.
example, we saw-
BJP
yeah.
is playing the game at a national scale, right from Hyderabad University incident to Karnataka incident to one after another what is taking. They are engineering that kind of a nasty polarization among the people on a national scale. At the Bengal scale, Bengal
So do you think
government,
not much
present
has been talked about
Trinamool,
Malda?
is
Do you
playing
think
their own game.
Not much has been talked about Malda and the way it should have been kind of treated?
Yes, yes. It's another important incident that has taken place there. So their Trinamool is also playing their old game, consistent with the national game that is being played by the BJP from the center, with direct government patronage, spreading venom
So you are
and
seeing
poison in
linkages
the
as you're
society.
talking about Hyderabad. You're seeing linkages. I mean, let's spend some time on Malda itself. I mean, something that's happening, whether it happened in UP and we felt disturbed, whether it happens in any other part of the country, or Malda as an incident, how would you really look at it?
You see, that's an incident which should not have taken place at all. And there is every reason to believe that incident has just not happened. It was meant to happen. And thereafter, people are taking advantage out of that, some interested vested interest quarters. So I am telling you, it's an overall national game which is the BJP is being playing. And at Trinamool, for his own game, he is cooperating with that national game from his position. So even if visibly they will be seen fighting each other, but they are doing their own game.
I think they're between the lines. You're saying a lot, and I think it's for everybody to understand.
Exactly.
So,
and now it is, people are also understanding this game. And I can assure you this time, that's why BJP, the kind of hype they could make during the last parliamentary election, even in Bengal, they are not going to get that thing.
okay, so we'll have to take a very short break out here, but we'll come back to you again and we'll talk about not only Bengal but some other important and national issues as well. We are right now on the quest talking to Mr. Tapan Sen, but don't go away. We still have lots to talk about. Welcome to the quest once again on Raj Sabha TV. We are right now in conversation with Mr. Tapan Sen. In fact, interestingly, and sadly in fact, but what happened in Hyderabad and this Dalit scholar who finally is no more, how would you really put your thoughts on it? I mean, lots being talked
You
about.
see, as I am telling you, it's a matter of serious alarm, not only for a political person like me, but every sane citizen who have minimum love for the country. For them, everybody, there is a need to get alarmed. The manner, it is not an isolated incident in Hyderabad. It is a kind of caste and religious polarization that is being sought to be created for only narrow political gain.
And it's reaching out to the youth now. I mean, the cause
Yeah,
of
naturally,
concern is that it's
naturally,
happening in campuses,
naturally.
universities, colleges.
Naturally, because, and this has happened because of the kind of networking. This kind of networking is going on throughout the country among the people from different castes. And this kind of networking is getting active patronage, support, indulgence by those sitting in the governance at the national level. It is because of that, it is not merely Hyderabad, it also, why should you not refer to the two Dalit children burnt alive in Haryana? And precisely you must take note that everywhere it is happening where they are the government. The BJP is in the government, everywhere it is happening. And this is spilled over to some other states where BJP may not be there. So overall an atmosphere is being sought to be created. And one after another, how it has happened. In the Hyderabad case, it was a settled issue by the older VC, old VC.
Yeah.
Just settled issue, it was rigged up. And in this wrecking up, two union ministers played a proactive, active role. And
But
now,
do you think there
and
are
now they are telling they are extremists, they are terrorists, what not? It's a foolish thing.
But do you think the right kind of reactions are coming in? I mean, if you are saying that these things are happening wherever in the country, do you think the right kind of approach is coming? Especially, I would say, and I would relate it to what happened in Bihar. Everybody thought that there is now a separate voice coming up. And not only the voice which was prevalent after NDA really came with majority.
It's not. You see, the people are started expressing, responding, and this is simultaneously seen along with the gradual isolation of a political combine which came to power with big majority only 4 years back. Only 4 years back. And every alternate day they are giving new slogan to create illusion among the people. Make in India, Digital India, Skill India.
Are you not convinced? Somebody would say that
No.
would say that this whole startup campaign and looking at
And then
investment is a
startup
good
campaign.
idea.
I'm telling you.
No,
I'm
I'm talking on their behalf right now.
It is
Answer
no
me.
idea at all because you are missing the basic issues. You are missing the basic issues. You need, for a growth, you not only need entrepreneurs, you basically need the consumers, the purchasers. Without that, you can line up with hundreds of entrepreneurs.
But how do you then solve
What
the
will-
unemployment
What will
problem?
they produce and what will they sell?
So what about unemployment? And that's why Make in India, Skill India and startup.
Okay,
is related
fine,
to
but that does not take place through slogan. The manner manufacturing is dwindling. It is nosediving. Manufacturing, domestic manufacturing. What do you conclude out of that? Startup India, by pressing computer button, wealth is not created only. That is what is happening. And Startup India is meant for small entrepreneurs. And that is what
Yeah.
Modi's statement.
Yeah.
And Tata is now entering in the fray. They are after high net worth individual to get involved in startup. What is that small entrepreneurs there? What is the small entrepreneurs there? The big entrepreneurs through this startup will enjoy another 3 years tax holiday, another 3 years tax evasion. For them, holiday means evasion. Rather pilferage of national
It should be
exchequer.
really looked into also with the right approach, as you're saying.
You see,
the right perspective.
So, yes. So they are practically open another door for pilferage of the national exchequer by these holidays. In the name with a new slogan. So they are jumping from one slogan to another slogan, one slogan to another slogan. But despite that, they are facing a serious isolation.
Someone would say that he has the right motives. He wants to make India and take it to a global platform, and all these things are happening because of that.
Publicity managers will always say like that because they are paid for that.
So two things, having being closely associated with the trade union, also agriculture, how would you really look at these two issues being looked at? Somebody would say that even for unorganized workers, there were certain schemes and plans which the government had
You
introduced.
see, I tell with all authority at my command. So far as the new schemes are concerned, nothing is new scheme. Renaming the existing scheme. The earlier scheme also very badly administered. They have renamed that scheme and started, and it continued to remain very badly administered with little sanctions of fund or resources for them. So number one, new scheme for the unorganized sector. This is the actual story. It is renaming the old
Older
scheme.
schemes, you're
Rather, older scheme, some of those older schemes are the part of some act, schedule. They have some legal statutory force. The moment you rename it, you take away its statutory status. It is only the Bani of Prime Minister. It has lost its statutory status. So, it's just renaming, nothing more, nothing
So
less.
somebody would say whatever is being done
And
is for
people
the good of many.
Madam,
Let's say GST.
the-
So somebody would say it's reaching out to all parties saying GST is
I'm
good.
telling you, who are the somebody? Somebody is those publicity managers who are paid for that. It is not supported by
But
any
GST is
logic.
not about publicity. GST is about
it is not
going to the
supported
states
by
and
any
saying-
logic. You see, GST is a joint venture of Congress and BJP. The same thing is going on. Now it
So
is
any
fight-
good development idea would say that the both opposition ruling combined have come
no,
together.
I'm telling you, it is GST is not their discovery. GST was being worked out, talked about for a pretty long
That we
time.
know. It has a background, yeah.
And it has taken a shape. It has taken a structure already. On that they are operating. On that they are. But they never entered into a structured discussion on GST, exactly what shape it should take. There are two issues are involved in here, very crucial issues.
Are you saying this really taking up a lot of space and stage in the current forthcoming
No,
budget
I'm
session?
telling you, GST's overall structure, they are not going to detail. They are only when fighting on the periphery and fighting showing in the gallery. Exactly what is that? There are two important things, goods and services tax. It's an idea of a tax management at a particular time. At the same time, where you are doing it in a federal a state with a
Yeah,
federal structure.
exactly.
With a federal
Yeah,
structure,
structure.
and constitution have a clear directives on that. So on that, both the things has to be mentioned. States space, the state government space for mobilizing resources should not be absolutely dried up.
Okay.
They must have an independent space.
Okay.
So both the things have to be appropriately balanced.
Okay, let's come to the parliament since budget session shortly would be there. How much are you looking at it? I mean, every time winter session happened and we looked at some of the work which did not happen, and we always talk about what has not happened, but what are we looking forward to in this session?
All these issues will be debated. Most important, the kind of poison that has been spread in the society, that issue need to be addressed in the parliament first. How a responsible people taking oath in the name of constitution every day will undermine that constitutional directives. Every day will violate those constitutional directives. They have taken oath in the name of constitution. This must come to fore
So
and
more
be debated.
responsibility, you're saying. A political question here, and I'll come back to Bihar again, and as I was talking about, that suddenly this talk of that alternative platform started getting to be discussed. We in Assam will also see a very interesting dimension maybe. How do you really look at this churning of...
I don't know how it will finally crystallize. But as you say, country needs an alternative. Country needs a political alternative. And that political alternative must be founded on a clear alternative economic policy perspective, an egalitarian growth perspective, a proper distributive justice. On that on the foundation of that, a alternative should emerge ideally. But right at this moment, nobody, most of the political forces and most of the bigger
One
part
would
of
say
the
that one is looking at
society.
farmers, there are cards available, there's soil health card to other insurance schemes available.
It is not card or this or that or this party or that party. Or I want to prefer to look into on a much more basic
Holistic manner.
Holistic manner. That at this moment the situation stands that people are asking for an alternative, badly searching, questing for an alternative. That this cannot work, they came to that realization, that this is dangerous. To allow it to, this thing to continue is something dangerous, not only for my party or that party or that party or that state, but for the country as a whole. The country's disintegration in the context of as we are surrounded by a very volatile situation
So
in
you're
the
saying, more harmony should prevail.
this whole
Atmosphere.
in our surrounding. If country is to be kept intact, it is important that these guys should not be allowed to continue. This one thing is very clear in the mind of the people. With that mind, different political forces, there is plurality. We cannot deny that plurality. Everybody in their own way are searching for alternative with a conclusion that no, this should not continue.
In UP election, I would like to take your little thoughts on that
Let us
also.
expect something will emerge out of that
In UP
plurality.
election, and though it will be, we'll be saying, looking at major political parties there playing their own role, but how would you really look at some of the issues come up? For example, this whole Ram Temple issue comes up whenever we talk about Uttar Pradesh.
That should be completely, that whole initiative should be completely buried by the people.
But somebody would say it's very important and sensitive to the people.
To the people, it is bogus. No people is interested about Ram Temple. They are interested about their bread and butter. Better concentrate in that. So many peasants are committing suicide for not getting the right price of their product. Let them concentrate on that. Ram Temple is not that important. They want to front load the Ram Temple issue because they have no answer to the bread and butter and well-being of the people issues. Those issues, they have no answer. They cannot do it because those who have donated them, if they do this, they will be betraying their donors.
So as we are trying
so
to
it
now...
is that in now the political culture, the ruling party, they are more concerned about their donors, not their voters who brought them to power.
That's a good line you're saying. But looking again and coming back to your party again, is some churning happening? I mean, some introspection which should have happened and a new strategy which is being looked at.
We have been doing that instruction. We had our 21st Party Congress in last April. followed by that, how to translate the whole. After an introspection, we came to a conclusion. We chalked out a roadmap, how to go along that. What are the requirements, preparatory requirements we discussed in our organizational plenum and taken some decision and moving in that direction. If you say right now Bengal and Kerala,
Yeah,
these
Kerala
are the
also.
most two important election for us.
Yeah.
And both in Bengal and Kerala, the people are on the street, lakhs of people are on the street. Lakhs of people. On 18th, I came from a big Padayatra and I walked for 22 kilometers at a stretch. So, and that is continuing from 16th to 22nd for about 150 kilometer journey. And the lakhs of people are joining that everywhere. Even yesterday, that was a mammoth mobilization in Bankura.
So you're saying there's a resurgence of confidence?
So people are coming out. And in the area we are moving there last 3 years, all our party offices are forcibly closed. They have ransacked. They have not allowed it to open. Now when we are passing through that, lakhs of people coming by both sides of the road and obeying us and telling that we are with you, please take a lead. So I think all these are generating confidence and we are concentrating on that. And now these exercises are the result of that introspection and introspection-led action program that we have taken.
So
we are
finally
on
and
the
very
advance.
briefly in one line maybe, what's the quest of your party and you, Mr. Tapan Sen?
For an alternative, for a left democratic alternative, which can be the only answer for arresting this serious downward trend in the economy, serious disturbance and volatility in the society, and a kind of ensure a kind of social stability which is crucially important
For the country.
for the advancement and all-round well-being for the people.
So thank you so
So
much for
we are
talking
asking for
about all these issues. I think there's so much more to actually discuss, but maybe some other edition will take care of that. Thank you so much for
Thank
coming on The Quest on Rajya Sabha TV. And this was Mr. Tapan Sen, who talked about range of issues. And as we are putting an eye on all these elections and political developments, I think we're able to discuss some of this in this edition. Thank you so much for watching. Namaskar and bye-bye.